Welcome to Showing Off with Brian Newman and Angie Pontani, the podcast where we peel back the curtain, kick open the dressing room door, and get into the scene behind the scenes in the showbiz journey.
Hey, baby.
Oh, babe,
Welcome back to another Showing Off.
Back to Showing Off, man. How you doing today? You okay?
I'm doing great today. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, I love you. You look so beautiful in your
My vintage Victor Costa. This is
Victor Costa.
Yes,
Victor
well,
Costa.
today's guest is very special. I wanted to add a big sleeve to my look.
Oh,
just
I know.
To add some drama and flair.
Phenomenal designer.
But before we get to that, I just want to talk about this because it's on my mind a lot lately. Do you know who's been on my mind lately?
Benito.
Bad Bunny. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. I realized this is going to come out. This is going to be long
it's
gone.
a little not
but
evergreen, but it was such an amazing.
So pepped up on
amazing
Bad Bunny right now.
Amazing show.
He is so cute.
Even your mother loves
Oh, my
him.
mother was texting me, when is Bad Bunny coming on?
Yeah. Where's the bunny?
This game is
She
boring.
said, "Where's
I want
the
the
bunny?"
bunny because she thinks he's a cutie pop
The game
too.
was boring. The Bears should have been in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, you did say
Sorry.
that. But the halftime show was amazing.
Yeah, man, phenomenal.
And how about that spotlight appearance from our gal?
Little Gaga doing some salsa.
That was
not little Gaga. I mean Gaga doing some salsa.
a little bit of Gaga, a little hit.
That's what I meant.
Little hit of Gaga, little hit of Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty
Crazy.
magical.
They had but then there was I saw there was Penelope Cruz was dancing in the casita. That's what he calls the house.
Yes.
And also I note remember the woman that he went and got the shot from?
Yes.
She has a store.
She has the Puerto Rican Social Club in Williamsburg.
Yeah,
yes. And I thought that was totally amazing.
Totally
Pedro
amazing.
Pascal was there.
Yeah.
I think Jessica Alba was
Cardi
there.
B.
Of course, Cardi was there. I thought it was really
wholesome.
amazing.
It was wonderful.
Oh, I felt like I was at this is a family party that I want to go to.
It felt like a family party, even when the people getting married. And that was just incredible.
It was
man.
very joyful.
It was incredible. And I love Bad Bunny too, because he's just he just always seems like he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like a good human being.
Absolutely.
Would help anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if he was driving in his tour bus, I feel like if he saw somebody pulled over, he would come over.
Yeah,
and help.
there was a lot of heart in that show.
So much heart.
And I was very when it comes to Italian Americans, we don't always get the best representation or the loudest voices necessarily don't echo the entire, group. But I was very happy to see Gaga out there, a prominent Italian American in a show that was so positive and so important right now.
Totally.
And that made me really, really proud.
No, and it is important right now because it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's tough times. Tough times. But this was joy. Resistance through
it was
joy.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It was beautifully done.
Yeah.
And me and Sis were dancing our butts off.
You were blocking the TV. I was trying to see the TV. And
I
you were
know.
dancing in front of the TV.
The joy was the joy went from the field to the audience in the house, I'm sure, and then carried straight in through to our living room.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
man.
that's honest joy.
Oh man, well I loved it. But listen, man,
too.
that was great. We got to get into this guest, but we want to get into mailbag first.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, wanna do some mailbag.
Let's mailbag it.
I'm picking the purple one.
Pick the purple.
All right, Phil from New Jersey.
Hey Phil, how you doing, Phil?
Oh, wow, this is crazy that I pulled this. How do you stay positive in such dark and divisive times?
Wow, that is a great pool, baby.
That's freaking, after we're just talking about all that. Phil, I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard. And it's so crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I just know that we try to keep our friends, family, chosen or otherwise, close to us. And, try to get out and do, I mean, just I don't know, man. It's
what we do, and you do this even though maybe you can't get it out right now, is we choose joy and we choose love and we choose to be good people. And so when you see ugly things happening in the world and you see hate happening in the world, I think the most immediate thing that you can do is be a good neighbor and you can be a good person and you can lead through that. And then I think too, of course we need to vote. Of course we need to be involved. Of course we need to stand up for what we believe in and we need to stand up for the rights of our friends and our neighbors. But I think small actions, just like Bad Bunny's Super Bowl last night, it was beautiful. If you couldn't look at that and see and feel beauty, then you have poverty of the soul.
Yeah.
And I don't know what can help you. But I do believe that art right now is incredibly important and that we need to put out positivity. So actually, after this election, which was on my birthday this year, so totally really bombed out my birthday, I decided because I was very, upset and disgusted, frankly, I decided to create something. Like, I was going to commit to a beautiful project. So after that, I started doing my 1-minute burlesque lessons on social media. And I said, I'm going to put out something that's positive. It's not changing the world, but maybe it's helping people in burlesque and in show business and just helping people who want to perform and get out a little bit. So I focus on creating that and putting out something like that. And I think, especially as artists, that's a really great thing we can do right now.
Yeah, no,
and
totally.
That helps me,
and create. I mean, you think about all the other tough times in our country and how music and artists have written songs and did performances and used their platform to for good. I know it feels crazy, but we're going to get out of this, and it's going to be better. It might be tougher before it gets better. Yeah. But I don't.
Keep your chin up.
Keep your chin up.
Keep your chin up and keep being kind, you know? This was on the Billboard last night. The only thing more powerful than hate is love. Mm-hmm. And I firmly believe that.
Oh, man, 100%.
I firmly believe that.
Listen, I believe that, most people are good. You know what I mean? Most people want to see good.
Yeah.
And I think that's, it's just, I don't know.
We break through it together. Speaking of positivity and spreading joy through art.
Yes.
Today's guest, I am so excited to have the amazing Garo Sparo.
Oh, he's phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
Garo is such an amazing costumer, fashion designer, personality. He has designed for everyone from Amanda Lepore, Lady Gaga, Cardi B, Sabrina Carpenter, me.
Yeah, you. Yeah,
Gaga, Garo made my first costume when I first got that little bit of money.
And altered your wedding dress.
He did one of my wedding dresses. So Garo and I have been working together for a long, long time. He's so incredibly talented, and I cannot wait to have him on the show today.
Oh, he's the best, man. I can't wait.
Let's go, Garo.
Let's go, Garo. Welcome to Showing Off.
Let's take a minute for the people that make Showing Off possible.
It may be cold outside, but it's always hot Saturday nights at the Flatiron Room in Murray Hill. Join me, Brian Newman, at the Flatiron Room on 37th Street every Saturday from 9 p.m. to midnight. Call ahead for reservations and enjoy some of the finest food and drink in Manhattan while you cozy up for a night of electric entertainment. More information at theflatironroom.com.
And we're back at Showing Off. All right, here we go. We are so excited to welcome to the show, Garo Sparo.
Oh, Garo, we can't wait, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Welcome to Showing Off, baby.
I am so happy to see you. I have not seen you in so long, and it makes me very happy.
Same here.
Thank you for being here today.
Yes.
So the first question that we like to ask everybody, it's the Showing Off podcast. When did you realize that you were a show off?
I realized that I was a show off probably 4 years old. I was digging in my mom's wig box and she was taking pictures of me. I was posing for pictures of my uncle and my aunts and doing all kinds of intimidation all sorts of imitations of people, and I just got really good at imitating people's voices, and I just knew that there was something in there, and I was obsessed with clothes, and I just knew that there was something there. That was when I was bitten.
Finding different characters
and
bringing them to life through wigs and accessories and all of the above.
Exactly.
It's a very common trajectory for a lot of our guests.
Yes, definitely.
And some people sitting here.
Reoccurring thread for all of us.
Totally.
All of us.
Yes.
And what I love about you too is looking at your family, Italian American, Long Island. Your people brought a lot of craft with them when they came to this country.
Yes.
Tell us a lot about that, and because that's got to be a tremendous influence on you.
Oh, absolutely. My mom's side and my dad's side both were in the garment trade in Sicily, and then they moved to America. My dad's mom did lace. My mom's mom did clothes and draperies and such. And that's what basically made them survive when they got here, was that was a job they could be given instantaneously. Yep. And they basically worked in factories, worked their way up. My mom worked in factories, my aunt worked in factories, and I'm in the garment district now, and it's kind of surreal that I'm a place where my family came, but basically it's just been in my family for generations, and it's a really cool thing. And I got to play with all these things growing up. I was the only kid allowed in the sewing room in the house, and they just knew that I was serious about it. And I would just like take all their beads and tell my friends they were diamonds and all sorts of like fun.
So your other siblings weren't allowed in.
No.
How many brothers and sisters?
Four.
Wow.
4?
Yeah.
Are you the middle, youngest to what?
I'm second to youngest.
Youngest?
Yeah.
That's pretty great though, man. No one else is allowed in there but you.
Yeah.
They knew you had something
it's a magical
at
space,
a young
but
age.
it can be dangerous too.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you like get into lace making?
Yes, they kind of taught me how to tat.
I was gonna ask. Yes, I know about tatting.
Tatting. Oh yes, they all do it because
Wait, what is tat? Wait, what is tat? Because they're like
tatting. It's like this object that you pass through. It's how you make lace.
I was thinking about like a bobbin, like almost on your finger.
Yeah,
like,
and you're constantly making knots, and then you change your knot direction.
Wow.
And
it's insane.
I have some of the lace from like my great grandmother that is just like absolutely insane. I have it like sealed in a
look at this.
thing, and I'm just like
I went through a tatting phase.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't go very well for me at all. Like, it is so. I can crochet. I can read a pattern. Like tatting.
Yes.
What the like? It is so hard and so painstaking, and it moves so slow. You're literally using threads.
Yeah.
And you look at these handkerchiefs that like my great grandmother had that she made, and I'm sure it's
and
it's just
we have them all over our house.
Yeah,
underneath
So
every pot,
Yeah.
every
I know.
every dish.
And do you know what I started to do with
So
them?
do
I
I.
get like dye now because I was keeping them in bags and I was like being very like precious, and I have so much. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start dyeing them like neon colors. So I put them in
they
like
were all
a
like
dye
yellow.
bag,
They yellowed and
I bring them out seasonally, and it's a fun way to like keep
it alive.
using them.
Exactly.
But it is like tatting to me is insane.
Yeah.
Does
No,
anyone
it is.
is that like craft still alive, or they do that more with machines now?
They do it with machines, but like in like the old what's left of like the haute couture, they still
Still do
will. Yeah, they
Wow.
still will tat certain sections of gowns and such. Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty epic. I'm going to show you my tatting book, and you
I
can
can't wait.
No, it wasn't really for me because I was like more about instant gratification, like just let's sew it, let's do it, let's cut it. So I like but yeah.
And so
What
What was like the first thing that you made in the sewing room at like 5, 6? Well, how old were you? Like
it was like 5.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to have Barbies. I wanted Barbies so bad. I wasn't allowed to have Barbies. I eventually stole one from Deborah Rondinella down the street.
Sorry,
she had way
Deborah.
too many Barbies. She had like a case.
I
She
love
didn't
that
even
you
care
remember
about
her
them.
name. That's amazing.
It was a life-changing Barbie stealing moment.
It was. But what I would do is I had stuffed animals, so I would start making clothes for my stuffed animals.
Wow, man, that's amazing.
And I wanted them to have genders, so I would go into my mom's yarn bin and I would sew like hair on them and just like have male and female and do all these like acts and like replay the Muppet Show that we had just saw the day before and with my little brother, and that's how I got into sewing.
In your early designs, was Barbie an inspiration, like the aesthetics of Barbie, her style, her looks?
Well, that came a little bit later. What was my first inspiration? All of my old sketches that my mom has from when I was a kid are all Miss Piggy.
Nice. Oh man, she's such a queen, man. I love her. She's the best, man.
Such a queen. They all had pig noses and punk hairdos and whatever outfits, asymmetrical big shoulders and whatnot.
She was a good dresser, man.
Oh
She
yeah,
was.
She utilized great shoulder.
It's so spicy. I love Miss Piggy.
No, I know. And then Barbie, when I finally got the Barbie from Deborah, I was like, wait a second. Now I have a body to work on. I have a silhouette, a doll silhouette. I was like, wow. So I would do everything skin tight, second skin. And that's what basically made me begin to like get into like corsetry. And when I first saw my first period films and such, I was just like, wow, like you can manipulate the body to look like that shape. And I was just obsessed with the doll silhouette. And
Wow.
Yeah, and then I saw when I was a teenager, I saw Terry Mugler's work, and I was just like, wow, there's a place for me, and I just kept going. I just kept going in that structural corseted crazy direction.
So you knew early on that you wanted to be a designer, and this was the path that, even though you were really good at impersonations and your own performance, you wanted to create these looks.
Yes.
And follow that path.
Yes. I knew that in my heart. However, sometimes like your heart tells you other things, like they're all going to know that you're a sissy if you like fashion. So you got to do something else. You got to figure out a second game plan. But I always had it in my back pocket. I'm like, I'm going to go back to this, but I got to get through being teased and beat up. But I would beat them back up too.
And what was your game plan? What was your alternate game plan?
Well, it was funny. It was I've always been obsessed with the weather. It was meteorology, and I was like, I'm going to be a weatherman because it's a little showbiz.
Yeah,
it's a little, you get to be on screen. Mr. G,
Mr. G,
Mr. G,
Sam Champion. We had some pretty iconic weathermen growing up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially in New York. But you grew up in Long Island, and then you went to school in North Carolina?
Yes. So I grew up in Long Island until I was 16. I'm in Bayshore. Mm-hmm. We did our school picnics at Sunken Meadow and Fire Island. Never knew Fire Island was like a gay place. Never. Not till I moved to North Carolina did I know that. Until I came back to New York.
To go to Fire Island.
Yeah, exactly. Well, nobody told us or whatever. So my parents just didn't think a thing of it. But yeah, and then my dad, I was teased a lot for like not liking things. I love flowers. I love clothes. I love dressing things. So that caught on in the neighborhood. And in Long Island, they could be a little tough on you. And I was getting teased a lot. So my dad got an offer to be transferred to North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
And I got all the literature. I was like, let's go. We're going to North Carolina. We're moving to North Carolina. Look at how sell this house and see the big house. They, of course, sold their house. They got this big mansion in North Carolina.
Oh, with all the money.
North Carolina, Long Island
totally
ratio is going to be pretty
it's
big.
Crazy. And I got to start new because I had a summer and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell anybody about my learning issues. I'm not going to tell.
Let's just hit on that for a second because I always love talking to people and finding out that you're dyslexic as well.
Yeah. Visual dyslexic, totally.
So that adds a huge level of struggle when it comes to school.
Absolutely.
And I think when it comes to self-confidence, at least for myself.
Oh, yeah.
And especially when you guys were growing up, because it's like they didn't have the kind of opportunities that are available now
you were just a ding
to
dong.
learn. You were just
exactly
shoved in a classroom with everybody else. You know what I mean? With all the other,
The other kids who have challenges.
Exactly.
That are failed to be met by this pathetic system.
I understand.
Exactly.
So it's their fault, not ours.
Exactly.
100%.
We are supreme.
Exactly.
So you're also struggling with that as well, which is really hard.
Mm-hmm. It was really hard, and it was just like so hard to read books and to like word choices and just everything. It's all scrambled. My eyes skip sentences.
In your head.
It is.
Yeah,
like
I
soup
skip
in your
sentences
head.
to this day.
Yes, same here. That's why when people are like, "What have you read lately?" I'm like, nothing.
Yes.
I don't want a headache.
Yes.
And it's like I've read only the most important ones,
Yes, that's it. And
even
then
that
one
I
and
did
done.
Cliff's Notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Too.
It's totally fine.
But you guys are artists. I mean, patterns and like that stuff. You know what I mean? Like and
exactly.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about this because I can follow a pattern. I'm really bad at reading directions because I just will literally just skip things. But I can usually look at it and put it together. Sometimes it makes my brain explode when it's like, put it in the M facing, turn this upside down, or turn it inside out.
Yeah.
But when I put my hands on something, like that must have been like a breakthrough for you too. Like when you lay hands upon pieces and put them together. Because I look at math as like sewing is math in my hands.
Yes. Yes.
I'm making something pretty.
Exactly.
Solving a boring problem.
Exactly. Exactly. And you find that you don't need directions. To anything because you don't want to read it in the first place. Mm-hmm. And then you just feel your way through everything and it just comes your brain is trained in a different way to figure out things visually and you're just like, I know how this thing will go together. I don't need to read this because I can't and I don't want to. Yep. And you just feel your way through life. Yeah.
And that's, I love, because it's like, once you understand the process, anything is possible.
Yeah.
You don't have to be limited by directions.
Exactly. No, you don't. Exactly. You go your own direction.
Make your own thing. So you go to North Carolina,
Yep.
and you were viewing this as like kind of starting anew with
Yes.
the things that made you like maybe a little bit uncomfortable in the rough edge that is known as Long Island.
Yes, it is. Most people would be like, "Oh, you moved to North Carolina." I was like,
You're like, peace.
Yes. And I was like, yes. And over the summer, I decided that I was going to join. I had been in sports as a kid. My dad was a big sports guy, so I was like, I'm going to join the swim team, the track team, the this team, that team. I'm going to really go in on the fact that, and just be this quirky kid from New York, and it totally landed.
Yeah.
I was just the cool kid from New York who dressed interestingly. Not a single
Exotic
sissy
Italian.
flower girl.
Yes.
None of that. Exactly. Exotic Italian.
What were you wearing? What were you dressing? What were you wearing in North Carolina?
I was very into like goth meets futurism meets, I would just do like all kinds of like even like Birkenstocks with like silver crap all over them, and like just customizing stuff.
You were already wearing your own clothes that you made at this time.
Yep.
That's amazing, man.
Or
That's
buying
amazing.
them and customizing them.
Yeah, changing it up.
Yep.
I love it. Were you also taking apart like mom's clothes and like dad's clothes, trying to figure out how they were made?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was a thrift store junkie.
Yeah.
Which was probably great
in North Carolina. I'm sure.
It was really good. They did not know what they had.
Yeah, of course.
I have a pair of those, the Big E Levi's golf pants, plaid golf pants, tartan plaid golf pants. To this day, they still are surviving, to my mom's chagrin. She's just like, those pants. They're back.
These are going to disintegrate. That's the only way they're leaving.
Yeah, the only way they're leaving.
Yeah.
I love that.
And cut them apart and customize them. And that's how, that's
oh my God, you were totally the cool New York kid.
Yeah.
Came to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Cool style.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
Yeah. Had the haircut, and everybody started copying. People were behind down there. So,
Yeah. So it was like a magic.
Yeah.
But you were big into sci-fi too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like that, and that's a whole fashion unto itself.
Totally.
And you talk about Thierry Mugler and all these great like haute couture.
Yes.
Like it's so futuristic.
Yeah.
Great fashion for me. I know you feel the same way.
No,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? It's like
you see elements of that.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. Of
so
course.
clearly.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you dress so many people from different spectrums, all and it's beautiful to see all the beautiful costumes you guys make.
How long did you stay in North Carolina?
I was in North Carolina until I was 21. And I clawed my way back up to New York. It was so hard to get back to New York. Yeah. I was only 45 minutes away, and now I'm 10 and a half hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So I clawed my way back up to New York. My uncle lived in Saratoga Springs, and he lived in this big 60s weird house, and had all his kids were gone. And I was like, Uncle Mike, could I come stay with you and come back and forth to New York? And he was like, sure, Gary, come on up. So he took me under his wing. He gave me, and I started coming back and forth to New York, and and then that's when it all launched.
And did you know at that point in time, like when you wanted to come back here, did you want to come back here to pursue fashion and design, or were you still meteorologizing?
Oh, no. That ended my first semester of college.
Okay.
Like I went to my first semester of college. It was all math, which I was decent at math, but it was all this reading and all this stuff. So I was just like, this isn't going to work. So I took a semester off. My mom was about to donate a bunch of clothes to Goodwill. And I reached in the bag, and there was this jacket she made herself years ago, and it had this amazing print. And I was like, that would make a sick hat. And that was when the rave scene, everyone was wearing like the cat in the hat hats and all of that. So, and Jughead hat, and which my husband said, this looks like a Jughead hat. I was like, whatever, I'm wearing it.
It looks good.
It's a brimless concept.
Did you make that? Did you make that too?
No,
I love it.
I just customized it a bit.
It's perfect.
It's a reoccurring theme, customizing everything that you have.
Exactly.
Even the overalls you had on.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
You get lazy as a designer when it comes attempts at dressing yourself. It's like,
don't you also find
I can only imagine.
Do you like being a designer, sewing everything, it's work. Does it reach a point where like you're like, I don't want to sew anything for myself? Like you kind of like, you know, I feel that way about things.
Yes.
Like I used to get so dressed up for Halloween and go to the mermaid parade, and now I'm just like, I don't want to get dressed up.
No,
I don't want to put on lashes. Like it kind of loses, right? I mean, you're not walking around the house on your day off playing trumpet.
No, not usually. No.
Every once in a while. It does. It makes it hard.
Play piano or play
You
piano.
But right, I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if Garo can still find joy in like sitting down and like just whipping up something for yourself.
No, after work, especially like after working like all week on something, like the last thing I want to do, I want to watch TV or like
exactly.
Like, I don't
but
do the crossword puzzle.
Do you sit in your studio and you're like?
Sometimes if there's like a specific concept in my mind, or if a new concept that needs to happen for men, because I'm getting back into menswear again.
Oh, nice.
It's just
That's exciting.
It's exciting, and it is exciting, and it's just you get that vibe, and you're just like, okay, I got it. I don't even need. I'm to the point where I could just eye patterns. I don't even need patterns anymore.
So much fun.
What kind of menswear stuff are you planning?
We're doing like we're just like, because back in the day I have boutiques and had menswear section and women's wear section and plus size section, et cetera, and basically like just all sorts of like we've been doing a lot of tailoring lately, which it'll be coming out soon. There's like we've been tailoring stuff for a lot of people. And as well as just I used to have a whole jeans line, and I used to have like all sorts of stuff, like just innovating men's trends, especially that the future is now, and men are finally like, gonna
stepping out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
totally.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, totally.
I think it's so important to him, and you see so many men, especially wearing suits and stuff like that. Like they, even if you go to Men's Warehouse and buy a good fabric suit, if you take it to an amazing tailor, they will make it look good on you, even if you spend $150 on it. You know, it's like you don't have to spend $5,000 on a suit.
You don't.
You can, which is great, but if I tell the guys in the band all the time, I'm like, man, that suit looks terrible on you. You know, in a nice way, but just like, dude, go spend an extra $100 and take it to even if it's just the cleaners on the corner.
Yeah.
Get it fitted to you.
I tell you, that cleaner on the corner is
that's
an amazing resource.
Man. Exactly.
I use my cleaner on the corner all the time.
All the time.
Absolutely.
I'm like, I'm about to blow your mind, but what I need you to do, and they're just like, okay.
I don't know. Tell me what you think about this. Garo, talking to you about this as I love your opinion. Like I see the guys wearing like everything was like slim fit, and like it's almost so tight that it's like. It's not flowing. It's not like you look like a stuffed sausage. I see guys like on the bandstand. I'm like, man, you doesn't. What? Like,
like an ice cream cone. I call it ice cream cone.
It's true. It's true.
That look never stuck with me partially for my body
neither.
type. It's just like no. It's a big no. And also, it's like you have to just look at things and just be like, that's gonna look really stupid in about 10 years.
Yeah,
it's all about timeless dressing.
Totally.
You know, combine a few eras. That's my mantra. Is like combine 3 eras and you have timelessness. Like a little bit of a 60s straight cut in the pant, a little bit of a bigger collar, bringing some 70s in, and throw it way back to Victorian, and like give yourself like a buttoned up vest.
Yes.
And
totally.
I love a whisper of
that.
Victorian.
I love that.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I do see like the big, it's almost too big for me sometimes, like a Dior, or like they're like these big giant, but they look amazing on it's cool. I like it. I like it all. I like that it's getting less fitted and more, 70s, 50s.
Ice cream cone
you know what
is
I mean?
Totally.
perfect.
Ice cream cone is not a good look.
No, but that visual. Well, even when I get dressed, sometimes I'm always like, take a picture of it, take a picture of yourself, and then look at the picture of yourself. Because sometimes when you look in the mirror, it's not what you really are seeing when you're out there. And then I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
No. It's like my test.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know you moved to North Carolina.
Yeah.
They must have thought you were the coolest. They were like, this dude is so fucking cool, man. I love that.
It was funny. It was fun. It was my first trend-setting moment.
Not your last.
No,
definitely not your last.
It was the beginning of it all. Yeah.
So you come back to New York, you're getting into fashion, you're staying with your uncle. How did you, there's this, what I love about your career is how Nightlife and the nightlife characters of New York City have shaped it so much, and you've shaped that visual as well. Like,
Definitely.
How did you start working? Because some people come, they're like, oh, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to intern at Ralph Lauren, and blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to start to change the visual landscape of nightlife. How does one do that?
One does that because I was all into club culture, rave culture, all that stuff. And at the time where all the club kids were staying was Hotel 17.
Oh my God. I remember Hotel 17.
Yes. And I was there, and within 12 hours of being there, the concierge really took to me. And he's like, he'd phoned Amanda Lepore up and said that a new designer was staying in the house. And I got a call from the concierge, and he's like, Amanda Lepore would like you to come up to her room and work on something with her. And I was like, what? Fabulous. I had seen her in magazines, Project X, that magazine that used to be out. And so I went up to her room, and we ended up making her. I ended up making her this kind of iconic, because David LaChapelle shot it a bunch. Leopard. I've always done stuff with leopard. We love leopard.
Shocking.
Iconic bullet bra panty set with a little snatched waist at the top, and we the rest is history. We work together almost on a weekly basis, like. She's getting her delivery of her latex corset dress today.
That's amazing. Yeah. About
amazing.
What year was this?
Amazing.
This was in 95 leading into 96, because 96 will celebrate 30 years in business legit in New York.
Wow.
95 was when Troy was born. And
Troy.
Almost the same month that Troy's my co-designer.
Yes.
And my savior. You have to share eventually.
Yes.
That's the deal.
Troy is amazing. Yeah.
You have to share eventually.
Yeah.
We can get to that later. But it's just basically it's just I lost my train of thought.
So 96.
96. Okay.
30 years.
96.
We got swept away by Troy being born in 1995.
Yeah.
Yes.
It happens.
It happens. I just thought it was so crazy when I found that out. But anyway, 96 happens. I start doing fashion shows at clubs, documenting everything.
Yep.
Absolute Vodka is doing this sponsorship for designers called Absolute Subluxation. It was this group show, and it was my first experience with Fashion Week, and it was crazy. It was like all the young designers did this huge fashion show, and some like older, well-established designers did this huge fashion show. And then after that became Alternative Fashion Week, and it was during Fashion Week, and they sponsored a whole collection for me.
Wow,
they picked different designers. So after I did that collection, I was like, I'm a star. I'm ready to go. I'm done. I may have one semester of school left, but I'm not going back to North Carolina. Screw that. And you know what that last semester was? It was an internship. And I should have done the friggin' internship, because I would have made a lot less mistakes as a business owner. But I wouldn't be here today as I am today.
Exactly.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
No, and sometimes the best way to learn a lesson is to fail at something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, I'm not going to do
only
that
like 1,000
again.
times, and then it's okay.
Yeah,
it's like, you fail, you get back up, get back up.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%. Right. So 96, you started your brand officially.
Yep.
When did you open up your first shop?
I would document everything. I met this guy who worked at Playboy magazine back when it was up on 57th Street in the park, and I would always have to go there for meetings, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm in Playboy headquarters, holy crap. And Aaron was a really cool guy. He had a lot of money that he needed something to do with in publishing. You can fill in the blanks there. And he was just like, you're a great designer. Let's start a line. So then we did we started doing trade shows, and we started doing the manufacturing, and I was in 63 cities in 7 countries in no time. It was people really lapped it up. And it was really cool. And then Aaron kind of got bored. And I met this girl at Mother at Click and Drag, this cyberpunk.
I remember Click and Drag.
Remember Click and Drag?
Fun times, man.
I met this girl, and she was like the daughter of this billionaire from China, from Hong Kong, and he she was just like, do you want to open a boutique? And I was like, sure, let's go. And basically moved me into her massive $2 million apartment. Jeez. And I even had my own studio in there. We had a terrace. It was crazy. It was it was to be that young and to have all of that. It was
and be a part of it.
It was a bit much. And eye-opening and eye-closing. And then we we opened the first boutique on Avenue B, and then we opened the second boutique on St. Mark's, and it was awesome until it wasn't. And we know what happened around 2001. Mm-hmm. It was 98. Yeah. I opened the boutiques, and then 2001 happened, and then we lasted for another like year and a half, 2 years, and and then I kind of was just like, you know what, fashion doesn't mean anything anymore. I do something that means something to people, and that was what started me doing Bridal.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. So you were like in fashion, nightlife, and then you went to Bridal, because then you come back so hard.
Yes.
To fashion and nightlife.
Exactly.
So you crossed into Bridal because it was a time where everybody was really like, I need to contribute something.
Yes. You know? Exactly. And everybody was like, we need to get married. The world could end tomorrow. Like, it's like, and all my friends were getting married. Yeah. Exactly.
Garo, were you like burnt out? Like, because the party scene, I mean, obviously 90s were amazing. You know what I mean? Like, were you burnt out on that too? Or you just
a little bit, because I also arrived right during that party monster era.
Yeah, totally.
So I saw it all.
Yes.
I was there. I saw it all. I was good friends with Angel, who was the person who, I was friends with Angel, and it was just like, I saw it all happen. So that's what kind of turned me off to it for a second. Yeah. It was just like, this is just
too much.
It's too much. It's not real. These people are crazy and fake. And they were also like, and like, I didn't have time to be a drug addict.
Yeah, plus because you were up all night sewing and bedazzling for making the costumes for the nightlife people.
Exactly. And the nightlife people would get on my ass about like not coming to their shows and stuff. I'd be like, are you gonna come to work for me tomorrow? Are you gonna sew all this shit for all these people?
I think people don't understand how long it actually takes to make a custom piece of clothing.
Yes.
How many hours and hours and hours and hours.
Or how long it takes to make a successful career.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yes.
Because this is a journey.
Yes. It's like 10 to 20 years is overnight success in the fashion business. Exactly. You know?
Yeah, and that success can be like boop, boop.
Yeah.
Forward, backwards, forward. It's the same in showbiz.
Yeah, same in showbiz.
You're like, I made it. Oh, nope, here I am back changing in this bathroom.
Yes. It's like,
I made it.
It's like that song in Chicago. Maybe this time Maybe this time.
Exactly.
I would feel like going to Bridal would be so stressful. That's going to be in my head now. That's my
I love that, man. I love that. It's a perfect showbiz analogy to life.
100%.
Relate to that very much. Oh. Maybe this time. Like this one. So you go to Bridal. I always think that Bridal would be like a very stressful place to be.
No, because people knew I did interesting stuff. So I got the good brides.
You got the cool brides. You didn't get Bridezilla monsters.
No, I got the fun ones. And so if they're coming to me, they were coming for something special. Yeah. So, or weird, or like a weird color or whatever. And and it also it was meaningful to me. And it also got me into all the couture techniques and all of that, and streamlined all that whole process of corset making and layers of a gown and
making
all
it go together seamlessly.
Exactly.
Which is so important.
Wow.
Exactly. And transformability too.
Yeah.
Loved to incorporate that.
That's amazing. I love that.
To have a costume change in the minute, but
or like actual transfer like on the actual garment, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
To make it live different lives.
Make it live different lives and different moments and different surprises, and
that's very cool.
Yeah. And so then you were in that for a couple years, and then like I remember when I was, first started to like make money and I didn't have to hot glue my own costumes and paltry sew them together. And everybody was just like, oh, you have to go to Garo. You have to go to Garo. And I think that was like 2007.
Yes.
So you got back into it. Where was your studio? Was it on 7th Street?
Yes, I was in Chelsea. The space my apartment that I live in now, I was in Chelsea. And then I moved down to the East Village. I had this great deal on this space on 10th Street.
Yes.
And it was subterranean.
Yes, I remember it.
I remember dropping you off there.
Yes.
Little steps. Yep.
You were there for a long time.
Yeah.
Before you got moved to the garment district.
Yes, it was. Yes, I was there for a long time.
We did many fittings there.
We did.
Everybody was like, you have to go to Garo. You have to go to Garo. So how did you start to cross back into that world of like burlesque and drag? Because it's like, it was just like, you think you're a professional, you not if you don't have a Garo, you're not.
Exactly. The good thing was I never really stopped because I simultaneously was still doing them both at the same time. So I just basically was just like, I'm going to the East Village. And I still kept doing Bridal then too. But then I leaned heavier into because all y'all started to come to me, and I was just like, and you were my very first classic burlesque client. I remember the golden gown was our first gown.
They're gonna have to. I might get buried in that dress gown.
That's good to know. Note it.
Yeah,
note
I think I will actually. Note it.
It's one of my favorite gowns, and it actually inspired like a whole collection of these corset gowns, corset line gowns, and
I love that gown. I love that gown.
I lived for it.
It's so good. Yeah. That cut is so perfect. It's like your costumes just like it just nails. Thank you, Deborah Rondinella, for that Barbie because it just like that silhouette, like everything just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
And what always like amazes me is like how you make, like you said, the transformability of especially burlesque costumes and drag costumes to shed layers and still have it look amazing and different looks, and it's killer. Snaps and really good zippers because
those zippers,
Garo, I'm sorry. Sometimes we're in a show and she's like, "Can you help me with this zipper?" And I was like, "Babe, you need to find someone else. I can't get my fingers in there to slide." Right? I mean, come on.
Well, do you remember the red costume I had to bring back because you were trying to unzip me from it and it got stuck on itself and I literally couldn't get out of the zipper.
We had to cut
The
it.
jaws of life had to come.
Yeah, it was the jaws of life. I was like, I'm either going to have to get in the car and go find Garo, or I'm going to have to just really carefully cut myself out of this dress. Well, you zipped me into my wedding dress.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you're going to have to teach a class on that. You should need to teach a class on how to zip a burlesque dancer into. Actually, it's probably not just limited to burlesque dancers.
Yeah, you did two looks for our wedding, and Garo did them.
Yeah, totally.
Beautiful, gorgeous gown.
No.
I'm sorry, I stepped on it and ripped it.
That was the first dress. That was the one that you altered. You altered that one.
Fine.
The second one is the one that he made that I love.
Oh,
that bow dress.
It's so beautiful.
Total fantasy.
Oh my God, it's a dream.
Yeah.
It's like a cupcake.
Yes.
Dream.
It is.
I love
I still have
that
the
dress.
muslin for that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
much.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get buried in that one. We might have to do a costume.
Yeah, costume change at your funeral.
And for her second look,
I don't think anyone would be surprised.
no, I'm gonna have to work that out. I'm gonna put this in my will.
I could just tear off the first look.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. We have to bring some levity.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Write it all down because I'm sure I'm gonna go first.
All right, sounds good.
So, but you have such a natural knack for this, and especially like in the burlesque and all the amazing drag work that you've done, and then it goes beyond just like dressmaking and like there's 3D structures. And all this crazy removability that happens within the things that you make, there must be a tremendous amount of trial and error.
Yes, there really is.
You just do it until you get it.
You just do it and do it until you get it. You think outside the box. You think about like the quick reveal where you pull something out and it just falls off of you. You have to. That's just thinking of like, how does the zipper work?
Yeah.
The zipper works by things clinking together like this. oh, well, I just need to slip a rod down a bunch of ribbon loops, and that's going to work for a quick tearaway, and the snap off, and also just thinking about, like, I know we've been in fittings before, and I'm like, and now you should do this, and now because like I'm fantasizing in my head of like what this garment should do and what order it should take off and what the maximum pow for the eye is going to happen with that look. So that's pretty much that's how we figure things out, and also trying to figure out ways it has not been done before, because everything's been done before, even though I say it's not been done before, it's been done before. Like just about everything's been done.
No,
before.
100%. And you've made some really well. I mean, I know I'm a classic bird. I always do this pretty much the same thing. I'm like,
I love that for you.
I love it. It works for me. But we've also found so many cool ways. Like that one green and gold one that you made me that's just beautiful. It's all different pieces. The bra is different. The corset's different. The dress is different. When I put it all on and step back, it all looks like it's one singular piece.
Yes.
And it's like, how can we get so much stuff under it? But we can. And it's just, I love that. So it's like, it's magic tricks.
Exactly.
But you've also done stuff that's completely bananas. Like Gin Minsky and Little Miss Licks come to mind.
Yes.
That Gin's like speaking of ice cream cones.
Yes.
She's an ice cream cone. She looked real good. She's like a dancing ice cream cone.
Yes.
Like you've done crazy stuff with. I mean, it's just so far beyond the realm of like bodice. You know, like center seam. Like it's like literally creating human sculpture.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's how when you're growing as a designer, you just have to just keep going up and going up and going up and challenging yourself. And that was quite a challenge to have that ice cream like peel away piece by piece. It was like the materials you have to figure out how to use and
what's going to work.
And just like we were pulling apart like heating pipes and stuff to use the wire from the inside so that it would have the coil, and you just have to get really creative. You have to like really break your brain open and like pour it out and see what's in there and be like, okay, that'll work. You know, it's just.
Has anybody ever come to you with something and you're like, no? Absolutely
no,
not.
Never said no.
I will not do that.
I figure it out. Actually, if it's something like really like messy or something that I know somebody is really good at, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not messing with that.
Right.
Like the whole like silicone drip thing that people have been doing in the past number of years. I'm like, I know people that do that, so you should just go to them.
Yeah. That's smart.
Or like legit latex, like rubber. I don't like working in rubber. It's like I've worn it before. It's disgusting. Yeah. Like you literally are dripping down your pants. So no shade to the latex lovers out there.
It's okay.
But it's not.
But it's not my thing. It's not my thing.
You pay for that sleek look.
Garo, what bridged the gap? Because I remember we were watching like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B video, and me and Andrew were like, that looks like Garo's.
Oh yeah,
costumes.
before we even saw it on social media, I was like, that's Garo.
That's Garo. We knew, like, and you've done so many pop stars, but what bridged the gap from the burlesque, the drag, wedding dresses to doing
like major pop stars.
Gaga, all these other beautiful stars.
Basically, one of my first big breaks was doing Madonna's Human Nature video.
No way.
I did, because I was working with Body Worship, which was this place in the Lower East Side at the time. I was their corsetier, and I did all the corsetry for that. I got to be on set with Madonna. That was like when I was like really young. That Human Nature was a million years ago.
Yeah.
And I got to see her in action, and just like she was like no bullshit woman. Like she walked the walk, talked the talk, and worked the room, and knew what everybody was doing at all times, and was like, "Are you sure you're lacing that right?" And I'm just like, "Yes, I'm sure I'm lacing that right." And then after that came like people. Basically, it's just word of mouth. It's like thanks to the burlesque community and the drag community. It's like because it's a trickle up situation, and they see the looks on those people, and the stylists started to come to me, and we
all rise together.
Yeah, we all rise together. Back in the day, Princess Superstar. Yeah. Those were all the early ones, and then Gaga was like, she was around in the Lower East Side, back in the day, and we share a birthday, and
that's right.
Yeah,
it's coming.
We learned that on set when I was on a Stephen Klein shoot with her.
Yeah,
Daphne Guinness.
Oh, I gotta love
She was
that.
like,
Was that the Born This Way?
"What's your sign?" It's the one. It's a cover of V magazine.
With the horse or no?
They're all wrapped up in
Oh yes,
in the belts.
Yes.
Which I had to make on site. It was.
I want to talk about like that because with working with big celebrities and with doing this stuff on set, these timelines are psychotic.
Yes.
Like they're literally like where I would be like, that's
always.
not humanly possible
Yeah.
to rhinestone these things that I've seen. Like make a feather cape in 10 minutes. It's like it's not possible. How do you handle that? And I know you have an amazing team now too.
You call in all cars.
Yeah.
You call in all cars. You work with your techniques. You figure out the fastest way to do everything with every job. And you tap into your resources as far as like, what have we done for which pop star, for which burlesque person that pattern might be able to morph into that. And you just get real crafty. And now that I have two heads.
Yeah.
Me and Troy, it's pretty amazing because then it happens even faster, and people want it even faster because we've been known to turn things over.
But isn't that the thing when you so you can do it the last minute, then they're always going to ask you at the last minute.
Yes,
I know. It happens to me all the time with writing charts or so Gaga will call and be like, hey, could we do a new arrangement for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a 30-piece orchestra.
Yeah.
It takes a long time.
But preparation is key.
But they know we can do it.
Yeah.
So that's what
Exactly.
Well, and isn't it always like I find the biggest opportunities always come with chaos? It's last minute.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever like, in 6 months, I'd love for you to deliver me this beautiful gown.
Yeah, never.
I'd like you to star in my music video in 6 months if you want to just start to prepare yourself now for that. Like it's always like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow?
Like that. Doesn't happen like that.
Exactly.
and to have the chops to be able to handle that, I think is what, ends up siphoning out.
Well, it separates the true craftsmen, true craftspeople to.
Well, because you have to be able to do the craft, but you also have to be able to handle yourself.
Yes.
And be smart about it.
Keep it in line and keep your head on straight and keep your people's head on straight. And
which is hard.
Yeah.
And you have people that have been working for you for as long as I've been coming to you.
Yes.
Which is a long ass time.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Which is a true testament to how you are as a person, you know what I mean? And how you connect with, and how you handle your workers and employees.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Project Runway.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
We have to talk about it. Let's
go. Of course we have to talk about it.
When was that? That was a season 17. That was
17.
Years ago. But it was like,
I
don't even know what season it was.
It was 2019.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So not too long ago.
It was the first one back on Bravo.
Okay. Did you have hesitations?
Of course I did. And it was so easy because basically just DM'd me.
No.
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about. Check your DMs.
They just DM'd me, and Troy saw the DM, and Troy's in charge of my social media. That's his baby. I let it be his baby.
Well, as in 1995, it should be his baby.
Yeah, when you're born in 95. Yeah,
I do the commenting and stuff. So when you see comments on there, that's me. But anyway. So basically, I was just like, I don't know, Troy. It's like I tried out many, many years ago, and I made it to the very end, and then Tim Gunn told me, you're schizophrenic as a designer. I don't know if this will work. And I was just it's just a bunch of bullshit. I don't want to do it. And then he's like, it'd be really good for the brand. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take one for the team. And then I got the contract. I read the contract, and I was like, "Holy fuck!
Terrifying,
this is going to be a nightmare."
Yeah.
And got on the show. Just had one Zoom call while I was working on a film upstate. I was costuming a film, and I just did this quick Zoom call, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, "You want to come play with us?" And I was like, "Let's go, let's do this."
You're like, I guess.
Yeah. and I said, I need a few things. I need to be able to talk to my business. I have a business for 20 years at that point, 20 plus years at that point. I was like, I need to be able to talk to my business. That none of that happened. I got to talk to them like once or twice. But it was just like it was a total challenge for my soul.
I can imagine.
And I was just like, you're going to make it, all you want to do is make it to the end. You're not going to win because you're too weird of a designer. You're not going to win, but just make it to the top 3, show your collection, And that is your goal. And that was my goal. That was kept my eye on the prize the whole time, because there was a number of times where I almost like ditched.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I can imagine.
It's really hard, because every time it's a week on that show, it's been 2 days.
Yeah.
And I love the producers. They were wonderful people, the producers on my series. But it's just everybody on those shows, you end up with PTSD, and it's not from the production. It's just the nature of the beast. It's just like you end up afterwards, and I was so fucked up. I couldn't even talk for like a month when I came out of it to my husband. I was like, we got married right before I went on the show. Like I was like going to war.
Yeah, like you're going to war.
And it's kind of like that with the other designers. It's like you're like war buddies.
Yeah.
Like even from other seasons. Like you talk to them and you're like, yeah.
Commiserate over shared experience.
Exactly.
Man.
It does seem like, I remember being like, oh my God, I can't believe Garo. I mean, you have to do it. And Troy was right?
Yeah.
But like, you're so not a dramatic, like, competitive, like, person. And that's like with those shows, like,
I know.
they want you to be, even if you're not.
Yeah. I just, what I learned was just to follow my mantras, kill people with kindness. And just keep it sweet, keep it cute, keep it sweet. Don't lose your temper. Don't cry. Don't be a freak. But win them over with your designs and being a nice person and just being good to people and not being too bitchy. But they will get it out of you when you've been filming for like X amount of hours, and then they take you in for an interview while you're still, and that comes out of your time to make your garment.
Yeah.
So you have to go into interview space, and like you're like looking at the clock, and you're like, okay, am I done yet? But they get you really agitated. So the bitchiest things I've said have been like when I've probably been on the bottom, and I ended up on the bottom on those ones. But yeah.
But they did it on purpose. They said they did it on purpose to try to throw you off and get those rises out of you.
They want to break you. Their whole point is to break you.
Oh yes,
yes. They want you to bust so they can get that moment where you say something shitty. And that's what they want to put out there.
Yep. Because we had a group chat on Instagram. And basically, I just would warn people, like, when I'm wearing the blue plaid shirt, I'm sorry for everything that I said. Because they snip the different parts of you talking about different people. I'm like, I'm sorry about anything I said about anybody that day.
Did you feel like you took anything away, like something positive away from it? I mean, obviously, I loved it because all of a sudden, like my mom's friends, my aunts, everybody were like, "Oh, I saw Garo," you know, and they knew you from the wedding and just from my costumes, but they were all like so excited. So I mean, obviously, it had to help, like to make more people know about the brand. But
totally.
So that's a positive. But like, did you feel like as a designer? That you took things away from it?
Oh, absolutely. Because when you're a designer of your own house for that long, people are like yesing you all the time.
Yeah.
So when you have these people telling you and picking you apart and not yesing you and being like, that print is terrible or da-da-da-da, I grew from it.
Yeah.
And I was grateful. That's why each time that they would put me down for something, I'd be like, thank you when I was leaving the stage. I would still thank them just because it's just like, I'm growing from this experience.
Yeah.
And just being on the show, it's like paying $200,000 in PR.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
Totally.
It's like
That's priceless.
It was priceless.
And
so
then you also got to be like, hey, Tim Gunn, guess who's not a schizophrenic designer?
Yes, who made it a top 3, mister.
Exactly.
You know what's so weird? I would have been on the same season as Christian.
No way.
Yes, who ended up being my mentor.
Oh, man.
Everything happens as it's supposed to.
I know. And what was even weirder was Christian and I used to do the Essie campaigns together, Essie nail polish campaigns together. So we already knew each other. And Brandon Maxwell, who was a judge on the show, where we worked with Gaga together.
Yep.
And it was really weird because you had to act like you didn't know each other from beforehand.
But even though you guys were, that's crazy.
Like, we've worked together.
We worked together extensively.
Exactly. And you lost a bunch of corsets that you weren't supposed to lose. Brandon Maxwell, yes.
Oh, no.
It wasn't his fault. Or probably it was some assistant or something.
Yeah,
but
it's bound to happen when all that volume is flying around.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But, I think it's important, like, art, everything is so subjective. There's so many of these reality shows now that, like, people are telling you what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
And criticism is great and it can help you build. But, like, I think it's hard, too, because it's like, I don't know, somebody might say, oh, that pattern's too busy. And I might be like, that's the best pattern that I've ever seen,
Yeah.
So it's hard not to get discouraged sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to tell yourself that it's subjective. Everything is subjective. And then maybe that print is not for them. And maybe it isn't for this person or that person. It's just like, but it's like, it also taught me how to like read into people's minds, like and that's where Christian was good. He would be like, the judges are going to hate that. They're going to kill you for that. You just need to change it. He would take me aside and just like whisper in my ear, like off the thing.
That's pretty nice though.
Yeah, he was super nice.
That's extremely nice.
He was super nice.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to give him some credit in that department, because it just like really helped me. It steered me away from being on the bottom maybe once or twice. But the thing about that show is if you're on the bottom or if you're on the top, you're on stage for 4 hours. So when you're safe, you're like, hallelujah.
Yeah, because you could just go and sit down.
Go sit down, and they would give us wine. And like we get to watch other people on stage, and models are passing out. Of course, they cut all of that out and stuff. But
oh my God.
Of course they did.
I can only imagine. I can't even imagine.
Because they have to get so much content that each judge has to talk for like 30 minutes.
Just to get their little
all the
snippets
edits
that they get.
Yeah, it's showbiz.
Showbiz,
indeed.
Yeah.
And I guess it's always beneficial just to learn another aspect of showbiz.
Exactly. And I had already done my own show before that, Unleashed by Garo. And that's different. When it's your show, you get to call the shots. And my production team loved me because I would hit all my marks. They would be done early every day. If they wanted a 6 a.m. call time, I'd be like, no, we're not doing 6 a.m. We're going to do 7:30. Let's do 7:30 or 8. And I'll nail it all. Don't worry. We'll be done in time. And it was
You can
fun.
still watch Unleashed by Garo. Isn't it? Is it streaming somewhere? Where's it streaming?
It's streaming all over the world. I'm not getting paid a dime, but it's fine.
Showbiz.
Showbiz.
I still get calls from like weird India, or friends are in Thailand and they're like, we just saw
I saw it
world famous
couple years ago.
Bob.
That's the one that I saw a couple years ago. I was like, oh my God, it's Unleashed by Garo. I remember when that happened. You had like a big party and everybody met around this conference room, and we were all talking to the producers. And like they were finding their stories. And that was so exciting. And that was like a show that was like reality based, but it was like not. It was positive. It was like not pitting any rage. It was like capturing the actual drama that exists when you work in this line of work. That's so fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I love Unleashed by Garo. We have to go find that.
I know. I want to watch it. I'm down to watch it.
Okay, so we're getting close to the game, but before we do, I want to shine some love on Troy, because Troy is like your other half now, right? And it's so amazing because your business has grown so much. Like that had to be a huge learning curve. In handling the volume, the amount of stuff you do, the intensity of some of these projects. Like how long have you had baby Troy?
Baby Troy is celebrating 10 years.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And what's amazing about Troy was he started as an intern. And I knew, like, by his third day as an intern, I was like, I'm hiring this kid.
He is mine forever.
I'm hiring this kid. And I had this girl who was running the studio at the time, who's an awesome girl and she's very, very sweet, but just not meant to be a manager of the studio. And we called Troy the tugboat that took the Titanic down. Because he basically just started doing her job for her. And then I took notice of that. And I was just like, and then she did one last straw thing. And it was just like, Troy, you want to be the manager? And he was already hired at that point. While he was still an intern, he was hired. And I was just like, he got a big promotion and he took it head on.
I love that.
And then before you know it, we would finish each other's design sentences, which is very hard to do. And imagine like playing the trumpet with somebody and you're playing the same song simultaneously or what. It goes all around the world. Anyway, that's how I knew that it was time to share and time to bring him in as a co-designer. And it doesn't dilute the brand at all. If anything, it makes it stronger. And like we both can put our heads together and come up with a concept faster than just me just mulling things around in my head. Two heads are better than one. I say it over and over again.
It makes you stronger. And
yes.
I mean, what a relief to you to find somebody that you know that you can actually depend on to do what they say they're going to do.
Exactly.
Especially in this day and age when that, I don't want to say that whole generation, but I don't want to sound like an old man.
No.
But
it's hard.
like that generation of kids is hard to find really good workers that that go above and beyond and want to grow and do things like that. Like
absolutely.
It's insane. Yeah. So that's great, man.
Absolutely. And he's definitely not a part of that generation for sure. That's another thing I could see is he's like an old soul.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Totally.
He's so great. I love Troy.
And psychic as well. He's always like, I'm not getting a good feeling about this one, and he's always right.
He's always so sweet because Angie sometimes she'll just be like, hey, can you just stop at Garo's and pick up?
Yeah.
Troy will be down there, and every time I'll text Troy will already be downstairs waiting for me. I don't have to.
I love Troy.
Yeah. Troy's awesome, man.
He's such a sweetie. I know with the last couple of fittings that we've done when you've been upstate, I come, I bring sis.
Yeah.
She like looks at everything. Troy's always so sweet to her. He shows us all this cool stuff. He'll be like, look at this. Come and see this that we're working on. Like all the, it's just like.
Oh, sis loves it.
It's like a candy shop.
Yeah.
You know.
I was bummed I couldn't be at that fitting, but
I know. Well, we'll do more.
We'll do more.
We'll do
Trust
more.
me.
Do more.
There will be more fittings coming up very soon.
Bring it on.
And it's got to be awesome to be like up in the fashion district too. Like
it is.
So cool.
It
like
is.
You said, where you bring it full circle, where your family came originally to America from Sicily and started there. That's just amazing.
And now
and
doing
true
things,
American
and they
stuff.
were laboring for other people, and now you're laboring for yourself and putting things out on the world stage.
Exactly.
Yep.
Amen.
I love it.
They're very proud. I know they are.
100%. 100%. All right.
They
So now, Garo, we have come to the time in the show. We like to play games here.
Love
We've
games.
crafted a game specifically for you.
Oh,
love games.
And we even have technology for this one. Hold on, let me adjust my.
Here, babe. I don't know what this does.
I know what to do. I'm
you're
tearing
knocking
everything. I'm knocking everything apart here. All right. Before we get to the game, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsor.
Trent Jewelers is a family-run business of over 20 years. Located in Mercerville, New Jersey, Trent Jewelers offers fine jewelry, jewelry repair, watch repair, estate jewelry, and much, much more, all while delivering impeccable customer service from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. If you are in the New Jersey area, stop by and be sure to follow Trent Jewelers on Instagram at Trent Jewelers, TRENTJEWELERS.
Tell my mom and dad hi while you're there.
Yeah, say hi to Pete and Louise, the best mother and father-in-law ever.
And we're back at Showing Off. Before we get to the game, let's talk about Victor Costa.
Yes.
I am obsessed with Victor Costa.
As you should be.
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
I have my eBay notifications on Victor Costa.
Me too. I get it every day.
That's a good husband.
If I see something,
That's a good husband right
But you know
there.
what? Like I learned from dear Victor, who I know I think he's still alive out there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, please come back. Like he did like these classic cuts, like these classic 50s, even some 40s cuts, but in the 80s, which I always disregarded the 80s stylistically. I was like, meh. But now I'm like, no. It's like bolder patterns, some of those classic cuts. It was like at Saks Fifth Avenue in North.
Yep.
I am obsessed.
Yes.
His dresses are so good.
I love that you nailed that. I mean, of course he nailed that. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised, but it's
Sleeve.
amazing.
It's about this. Yes.
And like I was in high school at Saks Fifth Avenue when like these things were on the rack.
Yeah.
I was probably at the mall like
and I was like college early. Yeah.
Like he was
And I was like looking at, because another thing that's amazing about Victor is because it takes 20 years for something to be beautiful again. That's like a rule in fashion or in the world. If you have a brain for design, it takes 20 years for something to be like, wow, that's
I love that.
fresh again. So keep your shit from 20 years
Oh yeah,
ago.
I still have it. I don't get rid of anything, unfortunately.
But he would go even further back. He'd go back. 80s was like the 40s and 50s. vibes, and that was recycled in an 80s form, and he did it in the best way. He took all the best elements of it.
I
loved it.
She always looks so good in
memorable.
Victor. You always
and the fit is just I really like I stalk for them.
Yes.
I stalk.
They're worth it.
Oh yeah, no, they really are. And it's like the kind of vintage that like some of these people are reselling vintage now, and I used to go to thrift shops and buy dresses like this for $5.
Yeah.
I understand that those days are gone, but when I see people selling them for $500, I do want to strangle them.
Yes.
I'm like, I am not going to buy that because that's on principle for me now. I know this is laying somewhere in a dustbin, and I'm going to go find it, so I won't overpay for them unless I have some wine. Then I might.
And then she DMs it to me, texts me, and then
But I do on principle. Like you can still get
it.
these for decent amounts of money, like not psychotic.
Yeah.
Like some of the other stuff. But a moment for Victor. I love
for
a
Victor.
moment for Victor.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you,
all
Victor.
of our careers in line.
100%.
Wherever you are.
Yes, wherever you are. I hope that you're relaxing.
Yes.
I picture him in like a marble mansion with like mauves. There's a lot of mauve in there.
Maybe some neon like 80s bricks,
Yes,
like the glass block.
Yes. Maybe like those paintings that they have in the nail salons.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
girl with
Oh,
the Duran
yes.
Duran.
Yeah.
That's what I wish for Victor.
Yes.
I like it.
Find him.
I like it.
Hey, babe, you know what time it is?
Do I know what time it is? Yeah, baby.
It's game time. Are you ready?
Time.
All right, Garo, we are going to play the lookbook, okay?
Okay.
So these are all looks that you have created.
Okay.
But they're going to be very zoomed in, okay?
Okay.
And you have to try to guess what it is.
Okay.
And who it is, if you
right.
can. All right, ready? Okay. I really need a booster
Here,
seat.
when are you going to give it to him?
No, hold on.
You can hand it to him?
Yeah, you can hold it. Well,
Look
then
at
you
her
can
leg.
cheat.
By the way, can we just see her legs are straight out?
I'm giving Wicked Witch. The house fell on me.
I love those boots.
Aren't these
Maybe,
great? They're really
Maybe a house will
comfortable,
fall
too.
on you.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to go like
They
this.
have a good arch.
Don't
There
they?
you
I
go.
love them. They're schutz. I don't know. I love them though.
Shots?
All right, I'm going to do it like this.
Oh,
Here.
fabulous.
Shots
Oh,
like
God. Josh
the leather jacket? Shots?
Schutz. I don't know. SCHUTZ. Schutz. I don't know.
don't know.
I'm destroying that.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go like this. Are you ready? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Oh, I'm going the right way. Okay, great. Me and technology, we are not good friends.
No,
Okay.
likewise.
Are you ready? 1.
That was a look I did for Jimbo.
I can't see.
Hold on. There it is.
Oh my God.
All right.
look at
What
that.
was this for?
That was for Drag Race, and it was for when Jimbo first came out on Drag Race. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then, but now she's on the planet.
I love that. I love the dice.
Yeah.
And this is like one piece, like the arms and the back. Is it all like one? It's a dress
Yeah,
and then.
it's a dress, and then the back is like it's like an arm thing with all the crazy details and the lucky sevens on the back and such.
Casino Vegas vibes?
Yes.
Okay. Oof. Okay.
Sabrina Carpenter.
I was just about to be like, no, espresso. She is such a little cutie
Espresso on the
patootie.
piano.
Sis is obsessed with her, and so is Brian.
Yes.
Give big
Here's a
Sabrina
funny
fan.
sidebar. One day Brian was like, hey, Sabrina Carpenter's coming up. I was looking at tickets. I was like, what? He's like, well, doesn't Sis like her? I was like, do you like her too? He's like, well,
I do
understand.
like her.
She's
I do
really
like
cute.
her.
Yeah, he loves her.
I like her.
She's a cutie.
She's talented, and
She's got a look too.
She does.
I appreciate that.
She does, and I love that she just did the Muppet Show too.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, when Miss Piggy, we were talking about Miss Piggy. It was so good. So good.
It was just like the old one.
Oh, I loved her outfit
It was
too.
like the old ones. Little adult, little kid.
Yeah.
You know, just
And
a
it came on at 9.
Yeah.
It's
Which
amazing.
says something.
And she was
Amazing.
giving like a Gunny Sacks vintage Jessica McClintock with that like
Yeah.
70s vibe,
Totally,
which I
man.
was like, oh,
Totally.
I really loved that.
Totally.
This is going to be really hard because it's pixelated, so I'll give you a little. Yummy. Could it be a...
It's a strolling table.
Yes! It's totally pixelated. So
Oh,
wait
man,
a
but he
minute.
nailed
There,
it.
look.
Oh yes,
How
I've seen that. The
amazing is
table
that?
dress.
The tables. I love it.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yes.
I love
Those were
those.
fun. It's so funny how long it took people to figure out what we were doing. I'm like, how we did it. Like, how did that sit on the girl's hips?
You're
I'm
like, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. This one's going to be easy, but I love this one.
It's a beautiful dress.
Gaga.
Yes.
Jazz and piano.
Jazz and piano.
Yeah, when you were,
That was one of my favorite looks I've ever done for her. It's like we were combining blood drip with like old Hollywood glamour.
Yeah, and the red on her is
it's just
always.
You know, it was funny while we were on those beads though. They were like they shed.
Oh, really?
So like when she would shake like that, they would just fly. And I remember them like I could hear them like dinging my trumpet, like hit the trumpet, and they were just on. Well, you know, like it
happens.
Because what happens is they hit each other and they shatter.
And then they shatter. Yeah.
Didn't I hit you in the teeth with a bead?
You did.
I did. I was like, sorry.
You did. That was on purpose.
No, it wasn't.
I'm kidding.
My aim's not that.
The ninja.
I love this, and she was in the Italian section.
Yeah,
of the show.
Would you?
Right when
Yep.
she
A Mambo Italiano.
Mambo Italiano.
So that's double
Rags to
perfect.
riches.
Double perfect.
Double perfect. Okay. Well, this one's gonna be tricky.
Elton John challenge.
Nothing's tricky. Nothing's tricky when you make it. Clearly.
That's amazing.
Wait, but hold on. No, there it is. See.
Oh my God.
Project Runway.
That's when people started to get scared of me, was when I did that challenge and aced it. I was like,
oh, scared of you like that.
This is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, don't
I do
mess with
stage
me.
wear.
Yeah.
Like
That
if I don't
collar
win
is
this
so
one,
good.
I'm gonna crush you. Yeah, exactly.
You're like, this is welcome to my house. You're
Exactly.
in my house.
Yeah.
Let me see, because I forget. Oh, okay. Give a hint. You.
Dope. Donuts.
Ow!
Oh! Cardi B as Marge Simpson. Yes, I loved her doing that for
That
her.
was such a great
That is
costume.
so good.
So
the
good.
color of that
Yeah.
is insane.
What do you call that? I mean, it's not lime. It's like what's the?
It's like a Marge Simpson green.
Yeah,
it's
Marge
like
Simpson green.
It's like celery.
Yeah.
Celery.
It's like celery.
That's a good.
I loved that one.
Like celery soda, like the Dr. Brown's. You get it. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is celery.
yeah.
That's pure
Yeah.
celery.
Yeah.
Well, you also came up with the perfect color for the costume that you made me that matches Brian's. We said,
Oh my God,
baby
yeah.
tomato.
Yes.
We're like, it is baby tomato.
Baby tomato.
Yeah.
Well, it was a pink, and
It's such a hard color. It looks different in every single light.
It really does.
It does. But you nailed it.
Yeah, Garo.
that was-
Troy. I went
they
in one
looked
day and
so
Troy
good.
said, "Garo says it's baby tomato," and I was like,
Baby tomato.
"It's baby tomato."
And I think that was old fabric, like that. My
Yeah, it was like-
Taylor had found, like probably from the 60s
Yeah.
or 70s.
No,
you know what I mean?
that is definitely 60s
Yeah.
red. Like
Oh, it's
yeah.
so
very
good.
that's very Kubrick.
Wow.
Orange, red,
I love
like
that.
I
the
can't have it.
shining
Nothing
orange.
can happen to that suit because there's no more of that
No,
fabric.
no
that's
pants
amazing.
shall
That's
split.
always that. Yeah, but who knows?
It's happened
It's
before.
happened.
Oh, I know that one. Reception dress.
You gotta put yourself
the
in there.
Grand Prophet Club, where we make your dreams come true.
Yes. Oh, that was
Thank
so
you guys
good.
so much for making my dreams come
Oh,
true.
man.
I've been seeing that commercial for years
Oh
before
my
that.
God.
We went to go see that like kind of as a goof.
Yeah, we were
like,
joking.
We were just and we saw it and we fell in love. We were like, oh no, we're getting married.
Yeah, we
now.
were like,
So-
we have to
Who
go
else?
see it.
yeah.
It was.
It was
I mean,
gorgeous.
You were there.
What a beautiful
Such a
wedding.
gorgeous space.
It was amazing.
They knocked it down. Do you know that?
It's gone. During the pandemic.
It's high-end condos.
Yeah, some guy
Oh my
bought it
God.
because one of the owners
is
died from
heartbreaking.
COVID.
Yep.
The wife wanted to get rid of it because I get it, it's a lot. The guy who bought it, like he did it all like under the cover of night because there was like a historically protected stuff in there. Like that was the
first
oldest
elevator in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Oh my
It was like an old opera house,
God.
and so he gutted everything. So by the time people found out, there was nothing left.
They had
to
a
protect.
bowling alley in the basement.
That
They had like
place.
there were so many parts of that place that just didn't.
So that they didn't
crazy.
even open the
They
doors.
didn't even open the doors on.
But I mean, how lucky are we that we got to party there?
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
Because that was such an amazing party.
Oh, such an amazing party, and you serenading her, and
That
then
was
like,
so much fun.
and then towards the end of the night, like I remember, everybody was dancing with you, and I just like I grabbed it and I did this. We did this turn, and it seemed like it was going to turn into a dance, but like that was pretty much all I had. I'm going to grab you. We're going to walk around once, we're going to spin around once, and then I'm going to hand you off.
I
It
love it.
was so much that party, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to go back in time to that
Yeah.
party.
That was so fun, and the dessert bar was
Oh my
like
God, the dessert bar was
rainbow
ridiculous.
Technicolor land.
There was
It
like a cannoli that was like
Yes.
this big. It was like gigantic.
All these
Like,
Such a fun wedding.
all these cakes and Lady M's situations.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to do our 20th anniversary.
I wish we could do it there. We'll find
another place.
We'll throw a good party.
Yeah, we'll find another place.
Right on.
6 more years.
Garo, we like to give prizes for everybody when they complete their challenge, and you get a banana pencil case.
Oh, no way. I need a pencil case,
structurally, this is pretty interesting structurally.
I need a pencil.
It has this strap. You can put it on your wrist.
Did you just order a bunch of random shit on Tinder
that you're just giving away to people? Yes. You could connect it to a bag.
I love that.
Tell Troy I owe him a banana pencil case.
That's amazing. That is so amazing. Because I was just, I have
love pencil cases.
All these slots and stuff, but they get annoying when you go like this. So
now you don't have to worry
this could just be like a bracelet.
Exactly. And it looks good. Let me just get my easy access pencil.
I love it.
Garo, do you have any advice that you would give to listeners? Anybody who's out there, maybe they're in North Carolina and they want to chase their dream to the big city and do something. Anything that you've learned through all your tremendous experience that you would impart?
I'd say, it's so hard not to be like the usual, like follow your heart and your dreams. But it is true. It's like the thing that you did that you really enjoyed when you were a child, the thing that really captivated you, that like made it feel like it was not work, it was fun and it was play, that could be transformed into something that you could actually make money off of one day. That's what you should do with your life, period. Mm-hmm. Because I wish I listened to myself. I wasted a semester of school like not listening to myself. And
but that's all you wasted. And it wasn't even a waste because it probably made you realize even more like what you needed to do.
Exactly. No, it propelled me even further.
Some people go their whole lives.
Exactly.
And I absolutely loved what you said about like kill them with kindness and just being humble and kind the whole time to everyone, no matter what. Because it's we're not here to cure cancer or make vaccines. We're making art. We're making entertainment. We're not, you know what I mean? It's about love.
Yeah.
And it takes so much less energy to be nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Bitch.
It's true.
Yeah.
I hate bitches.
Yeah, right? It takes so much less
I'm always
energy.
just like, why?
It's like
why are you bringing that? That's what you're going to bring?
You're wasting your energy and you're making yourself look bad.
Yeah. And I'm not going to work with you anymore.
Exactly.
It's true.
End scene.
And done.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I love that. And people should know too that like you have like, yes, you do custom, you do couture, all this bespoke, but like you have stuff like the lines of dresses, those beautiful dresses that you did. They were with Amanda, right?
Yes.
So people can go and they can get some fabulousness from you.
Yes. Our website, we garosparo.com. You can get, I'm famous for my cincher belts. You can get it in any color, customized in any color. That's all available. It's all Shopify, the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
There's a whole line of little burlesque dress, which you were just talking about, which is really great. Also customizable in any color. It's really amazing piece, and it's modular. You can dress it up. You can dress it down.
It's beautiful. It's so sexy.
Yeah. And we're about to launch the bombshell dress, which is going to be like, it's like all cotton.
Ooh.
It has light boning in it. It's transformable.
Ooh.
And it's
Is it giving Italian hillside?
100%.
How did I know that?
It's cotton ponte, and it's just like, it's comfortable, but it still makes a statement at the same time.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. And also through the website, you could customize anything, and you could order customs.
Yes.
Like there's a whole like section where you just be like, tell us what you want.
I love that.
Tell us what your story is, or what you're trying to perform for, et cetera, et cetera. So it's very interactive in that way.
That's great.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to check out that dress. That sounds
heat up
like
the credit card, baby. Heat it up. Heat it up.
I don't know if it ever cools down. Frankly, life is to have fun.
Exactly.
Only live once.
Exactly.
Oh well, thank you, Garo.
Yeah,
we love
thank
you, man.
For being here.
Thank you so much for coming out, man.
I'm so happy to have
you.
you.
So great to talk to you. And so wonderful to see you.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. That was great.
It's been too long.
I know. Seriously.
Man, that was amazing. Garo Sparo, babies.
What an amazing. I mean, look at how much work Garo has done to get where he is.
I know.
Through his career is completely amazing. I love how he pivoted when he needed to pivot, and he did what he had to do to get where he wanted to be. It's just such a testament.
No, totally. I know I say this at the end of every one, but this is a reoccurring theme in all of these podcasts that people don't give up. They're always out there doing it, man, hustling and staying true to themselves.
Yeah.
Like not like putting something on that's not them. Like that doesn't work.
No. And I love how Garo too is like incorporating family tradition, like from his mom and his nanny. They were like the lace work. I mean, I'm gonna try tatting again.
Yeah. Oh man, I will look this up. I'd love to see you try.
Yeah, it's not gonna work for me. Forget it. It's not gonna work.
It, man.
But that was an amazing chat.
That was amazing, man. Thank you guys for listening, man. It was amazing to have Garo on.
Absolutely.
And tune in next time. We'll see you next time on Showing Off.
Woohoo.
Showing Off is brought to you by Base Creatives and produced by Scott Frederick, Ellis Frederick, Sam Fong, Brian Newman, and Angie Pontani. Showing Off is recorded at Brooklyn Podcasting Studios with sound engineer Josh Wilcox. Audio and video post-production editing by Ricky Fernandez. Production coordinator Sam Kuna. Set design by Stephen Hamill. And our theme song, Take Me Back to Brooklyn, is written and performed by yours truly, Brian Newman. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Showing Off Pod for even more content from this week's episode.
And don't forget to leave a rating and review.
Pour me a whiskey, baby. Come on and kiss me some more.